What is good, folks? We are back with another home workout video. You've seen the title for today. We got chest and triceps and a bit of shoulders in there as well. It's going to be a quality workout. So as you can see, we're just loading up. We're starting off with some straight bar dips. Now, we've obviously moved up in weight. If you wasn't here from the beginning, I suggest you can go back and watch one of the previous videos. But we've moved up in weight. We are now working with this brick on the waist. I believe it's just under 20 kg, so maybe 17 or 17 point something kg. But we're making progress, we're making improvements, staying in, a decent rep range. We haven't gone from like 10 reps to 3 or from 8 reps to 1. We are still in that 6 to 10 rep range you want to be in. We're making sure the form is correct, so we're not sacrificing form just to go up in weight, just to make ourselves feel better. We go up when we feel like we've made enough progression with a certain weight, and we feel like we can do more, push ourselves more, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day. That's how progressive overload works. You do a certain weight for a certain period of time. Once you feel comfortable doing that weight for a certain amount of reps, and with decently great form or good form, obviously the last few reps are always going to be a bit but that's when you move up. Until then, you just stay at the same working weight, making your muscles do the work, making your muscles grow, develop, adapt, all that good stuff. So ran over, straight bar dips really do a nice piece of work for your chest, and of course the triceps, and obviously the anterior, is it anterior, or I think it's anterior deltoid at the front, forgive me if I'm wrong, or is it posterior? Anyway, one of the two. The deltoid, front deltoid, is getting obviously work as well. I don't really think you can work your chest without working your front deltoid. I don't think there's an exercise that does that or isolates the chest. Maybe like a pec fly, maybe, possibly. But anyway, moving on, we got into some planche or pseudo planche push-ups. I like these. They really put a nice emphasis on the chest. Again, the lean forward also gives it a lot more shoulder work than the regular push-up. I would say the main factor I struggle with these is just maintaining that lean forward, and obviously your toes are going to come into play and all those sort of things. So that's kind of my my kryptonite with these, but love the movement. They will humble you. You see, when you're doing like 30 20 30 push-ups calm, start doing pseudo planche with some reasonably good form, and you see that number diminish to like 5, 10. It ain't a joke, man. It ain't a joke. But you're supposed to keep your hands at your waist, or just above your waist. Maintain that lean forward. Keep your back, what is it called? I don't want to say concave. I don't feel like concave is the right word. I know the word, but I can't think of it right now. But you want to keep your back arched, and pause, and make sure you're coming all the way up and obviously all the way down. Full range of motion, no rocking, no bouncing, no jigging. We're making sure that all the working muscles are getting the correct amount of work. And obviously these are like a what's the word I'm looking for, like a basic version. Like there's harder progressions, that's the word, harder progressions of this exercise. People start to tuck their legs up and do it, lift their feet up. It gets crazy in the calisthenics world. So we moved on from that, got into some arches. I really enjoy arches just because of the unilateral nature of them. So if you're having muscular imbalances on one of your triceps, or a side of your chest, or one side of your body, as I said in previous videos, unilateral exercises will help to correct that, because we all know that sometimes one side is stronger than the other, and if you're doing it parallel or together at the same time, the stronger side can kind of pick up the slack. So this is a great way obviously to isolate one side. I find archers, like the form of arches, sometimes very funny. I've seen people do them in like a variety of different ways. I don't know what is the correct standard for doing an archer. Obviously, there's a lot of calisthenics channels where people are like calisthenics kings or experts or pros. But I seem to find everyone's a bit different when it comes to arches. I don't know. But I do them where I can feel like I feel there's something working. And of course, the last couple reps are not always the best or the prettiest, but at the end of the day, we're trying to improve. So it's going to get ugly, you know. Building muscle, building strength, trying to improve your physique is nothing pretty, is nothing sexy about it, as much as the fitness industry wants to make it look like, you know. But you're really putting in that work. Your face is wincing, you're sweating, your eyes are red, you know, you got sweat coming down everywhere, your mouth is dry, and you know how it goes. So I don't really have to tell you too tough. But yeah, we got into the arches. 3 sets on either side. I believe we did about 12 reps or 10 to 12 reps on either side. Yeah, my chest was kind of fried from the previous 2, so yeah, about 10 to 12 reps on either side. But yeah, you can see the tricep doing a lot of work there. Good you know, good tempo, nothing too crazy. Obviously, if you want to make it harder, you can slow it down a lot more. Yeah, here my form looks a bit iffy. I might have to address this. Yeah, I may have to address them. Maybe my hands ain't wide enough. I don't know. But you know, they feel like the right muscles are working. Yeah, it looks kind of different on either side. Yeah, I'm gonna have to address that. See what's going on. But might have been just fatigue kicking in. Like they say, if you can do something when you're tired, hey man, you're cooking. You understand? So yeah, we're making sure that the form is decent on these, man. Gloves are on because just extra grip on the ground. Your hands can slide, you know. If you're dripping sweat and your hands are getting sweaty, obviously then hands are sliding. But then we got into some delt raises, man, with the kettlebell. Kettlebell is what, 9.1 kilos if I remember correctly. Nothing too crazy, but we're making sure that we're getting that work. Obviously the kettlebell is kind of awkward to do this exercise compared to a dumbbell. Obviously dumbbells are more ideal, but I work with what I got. I don't make excuses. The exercise needs to be done at the end of the day, so that's why I'm kind of holding it not in the top part of the kettlebell, but kind of on the side to try and mimic a dumbbell as such. But yeah, we got into about 3 sets of these on either side, man. Yeah, no, I feel like shoulders for me, I would say they kind of get neglected a little bit, and not because I purposefully neglect them. I just find that when I do certain movements, my shoulders take a big hit, and then if I was to revisit them the day after or 2 days after, 1, they haven't fully recovered, and 2, it would push another workout back, having to recover from that. So I do try to incorporate my shoulders on, you know, my back days or my chest days, but I don't necessarily have a shoulder day. I really used to, and I might, if I don't see enough progression, then obviously I might reincorporate a shoulder day. But I feel like I'm seeing some improvement in the area. Probably got to work on the rear delts and obviously the side delts a little more. I find that my front delts, it's decently set up, so it's probably the side and the rear delts that need a bit of work, just to give it that more 3D shoulder look. But overall, I have good shoulders, strong shoulders. I don't have no issues with my shoulders. Very flexible, very mobile, so I ain't really got no complaints there. So then we just grabbed the resistance band. Resistance band was way better, I have to say, was way better. The only thing which is like a downside of resistance band is that the resistance obviously increases as you reach the top of the movement, so you're not getting the same resistance all the way through, if you see what I'm saying. So I'm not knocking resistance band because I use them a lot. I think they're a great piece of exercise equipment to have, but yeah, it's probably the downside is that you're not getting the same resistance all the way through. And on some exercises, it's probably more beneficial to use a resistance band if like the weak part of the exercise is the top part. So let's say you were doing a pull-up and you're struggling to get your chin over the bar, just adding in a resistance band is going to naturally improve you getting your chin over the bar, because you'll be used to having added resistance, or the most resistance at that point, if that makes sense. So yeah, so then into some tricep extensions with the resistance band. Again, high number of reps when we're using the resistance band, unless it's like a heavy band, then obviously the reps are lower. But yeah, we're definitely going to be using the resistance band more, and I should be getting a set of weights very soon, so you're going to see a lot more hybrid training, whereas things were very calisthenics based before. I want to transition back into hybrid training, just to keep things, mix things up, keep things fun, track progression on different movements, see which is more beneficial for me, for different body parts, because like a one size fits all, and obviously calisthenics has its upsides and its downsides, same as weight training, upsides, downsides. So it's best to take best of both worlds, see which exercises work best for you, and then use them. Like, no one's holding you hostage to a certain training style or training method, so don't get caught up in cult culture of, I only do calisthenics, so therefore calisthenics is the best, or I only do weights, therefore weights is the best, or I only use resistance band, therefore resistance bands are the best. Just incorporate everything that's going to help you achieve your goals, and just keep working. At the end of the day, keep working, never stop, don't make excuses. If you ain't got a piece of equipment, make it, find it, do whatever you need to do, you understand? And we're looking nice, we're looking trim, the right muscle parts are working, have been activated, and I'll see you on the next session. I'm out. Peace.